I'll start. Okay, so at the head of this episode 9, we're not going to do a state of the game this time. What we're going to do instead is discuss a rule that I thought was really cool. We've been pretty engaged in the Twitter community, the D&D community on Twitter, for the last couple months because it's awesome. And we could list followers or whatever, but I don't think that's as conducive to engaging with the community as actually talking about some of the content that we found. So one of the things that I read when we first started engaging with the community really stuck with me, and I wanted to immediately work it into the D&D games, but there wasn't really a space at the time. So the rule that we're going to be talking about is warp chips, which is from the Warp Walker website. The guy that wrote it is named Adam, but the warp chip idea is something I think you guys could really get into as players.
Okay.
And the premise is that we would start off the game with a certain number of these warp chips, and that when you use them, it represents a warp in reality or in the narrative. So it would give you guys the ability to counter me, and me the ability to counter you in terms of how the narrative plays out. And it reminds me a little bit of the fate tokens, which is what we started playing tabletops with way back when. But the fate tokens let you, if I say, oh, there's a zombie, and you use a fate token to be like, oh, but the zombie's wearing a conductor hat. So you get to add to the narrative. The way that the warp tokens or the warp chips work is that you would start with white tokens, and I would start with a black token. And if you need to change something or make a small adjustment to a situation, you would use your warp token, you give it to me, and I would collect it. It would become a black token that I can use. And if I used it, because let's say you succeeded on a roll, Jenn managed to pick a lock, not that Leaky would. Leaky would just kick it open. But Jenn manages to pick a lock, and I use the black token. I'm like, right, but you spring a trap. And it alerts the guards. And so that changes the narrative a little bit. But Kyle could flip it and go, yeah, we alert the guards, but the door locked behind us on the way in. So you can shift the situation a little bit in your favor, just a little bit. It's a slight nudge, just a little bit of a ripple in the warp is my understanding. But I thought the idea was really cool, and I wanted to hear your guys' opinions on using something like that as a homebrew rule.
I think that'd be interesting. I think it'd add an interesting aspect to our games, especially with Leaky and Cezzaria right now.
Mm-hmm. Especially since we're going into a whole
new
area.
A whole new area.
Cluster.
Would you say a whole new world?
Nah,
You'll have seen Lion King by then.
I will.
Oh, that was an eye twitch. She's mad at you.
I know. I don't know why. I agreed to go to this musical with you.
I know. I'm excited.
So,
my poor orange cat has been Simba'd around the house every single day, and he's probably going to be Simba'd around the house for the next month and a half.
And then Simba'd around the house the entire night after we see Lion King.
Poor Jasper.
Is A Whole New World from Aladdin?
Yes, it is.
I just realized that. So from his actual writing, I managed to pull it up. It says, the short version is that players begin a session with a white token or stone called a white warp, and they use the chip at any point during the session to influence their story arc in various ways. To make an ally appear, for example. I guess if we had been doing this when you did your adventure, you could be like, oh wait, there's not an arrow in his knee. It would have given you a little too much power for that. But, so to make an ally appear, to change an aspect of a newly introduced NPC, could you use that to force me to change an accent that you're annoyed by?
Maybe. So far, all of them have been hilarious.
I'm not good with accents.
No, that is not a big, strong man. That's a wimpy 6-year-old girl.
I have a message for you! So to cause a major change in the world, and then every time you use one, the DM gets a black chip that he or she can use to transform a successful action into a yes, but. So like picking a lock, but. Or you manage to hit, but your axe gets caught in the skull. That kind of thing.
So for the barbarian, if that were the case, I'd lose my second attack because I was so successful on the first.
Yeah, or something like that. And of course, that would cause me to give you the black token, and it becomes a white token.
White token.
So I would lose the ability to do that same number of times. And I believe at the end of a session, we take a vote on who used it for the best role-playing purpose, and that person starts the next session with an extra white token.
Oh, okay.
So they're kind of like inspiration points, but more useful.
Yeah.
So if you guys like that idea, I would be happy to work that into our sessions.
Our next session.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. What do you think, Jen?
I agree. Sorry, I'm also writing.
That's okay.
That way we don't forget what the warp tokens do.
I also take all the notes for these sessions.
Yeah.
So
shout out then to Warp Walkers, or at Warp Walkers, Adam on Twitter, because it's a great idea, and I think it could be really, really useful for making a more interactive narrative.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially because in D&D, even though it's supposed to be collaborative storytelling, a lot of the times the players are just kind of hanging on to the DM for words. And this gives them a chance to be like, shut up, here's what happens. And I like that. I like it when it's more of a collaborative storytelling effort.
Yeah.
So
makes the storytelling better.
So, good job, Adam. And we're looking forward to playing with that. Do we want to introduce it this session, or do we want to wait until next session?
Why don't we wait until next session?
Okay, we're going to wait until next session.
Yeah.
Which I hope will be soon, since we're done with Canon Fodder by the time this comes out.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. You guys ready to play?
Roll for initiative.
Welcome to the Diecast episode 9.
So, where we left off before, Anthar Froome had helped Cezzaria to find a smith that could forge her blade, and had helped Leaky, and we hope that you enjoyed that little special episode there at the Memorial to the Brave. And he has hinted several times that he had a specialist coming in to help Leaky and Cezzaria in one way or another, and it's called basically everybody to order for a business meeting in the back room of A Pair of Antlers, the most famous bar in Elturel.
Drinks!
Ready? So, if you've forgotten in the meantime, Anthar Froome has a very fun accent that I am already beginning to hate. I just need to pull up my notes. So, Anthar Froome sits down with Leaky and Cezzaria. Our third person is not quite here yet, but she will be ducking in the door any second now. So, Anthar Froome says, welcome back to the bar. Drinks for everyone?
Drinks!
Drinks are free. And he says, are we ready to get down to business?
Has it been a night?
No, it's the same afternoon. Does she have amnesia?
I'm impatient!
Anxious.
This is like when I had Amazon Prime and I was waiting at the mailbox and they're like, not for 2 days, Antar.
Antar, so y'all don't know what soap is, but you have Amazon Prime?
That was
very
Governor
strong.
Nightingale.
Quiet, you dwarf. Yes, big, strong women run to you with packages right down the road. 2-day delivery.
And that was Governor Nighthill that didn't know what soap was. Do you know what soap is?
Yes.
Do you have a soapbox?
No.
Oh.
We sell it in very small packages.
Oh.
Soap package.
Okay.
By the way, while we're here, can we bathe this one?
No!
I think he's still bathed, right? Plus his hand is really clean now. It's really soft, but then it got really clean.
It's
enough of this. Okay, we must get down to business. So, I have an idea for how you can proceed to chase the dragon cultists, but you're
Not
going to
until
have
I
to
get
get
my
on a boat.
Okay.
Because that was easy.
I don't know if I like that.
Leaky, you'll do it and you'll like it.
Do
Do you know who has your dwarven hammer?
I forget his name.
Do you know where he's gonna be with the cultists? Which means you're gonna get your short little butt.
In the boat, and you're going to Baldur's Gate tomorrow morning.
Okay.
When the boat leaves.
We're not leaving until I get my scimitar.
That's fine. That's why I'm waiting till tomorrow. Tomorrow, you get your sword. You get in your boat. Not your boat, but you get in the boat. And you go to Baldur's Gate. It's a 3-day ride. Now, here's the thing. When Laushan left, he was chasing the cut north to Bergerost and then to Baldur's Gate. But it would be faster if you just took the river in the boat and got there so you could get set up. Because we don't know where they're going from Baldur's Gate. Your intelligence and Laushan's intelligence tell us they're going to Baldur's Gate and then we don't know where. And they're not there yet. So if you get there by taking the boat, you can get set up and you can espionage your way with them. And I have a contact at Baldur's Gate.
Do you have a barf bag for him?
Leaky's never been on a boat. He doesn't know if he's gonna get seasick.
I have an idea. We'll just get
Is this the rare time we get to roll for a nautical check?
Maybe.
Can we just get him hammered in the morning?
I think that would make the vomiting worse.
Yeah, but then you'd be too busy whining. Then.
So, when my specialist gets here, which should be any minute now, then we will discuss the plan with her, and I will give you the contact name of the boat and my contact for Baldur's Gate. This sounds like a plan?
I suppose.
You suppose. What are your reservations?
I've never been. I already told you. I've never been on a boat.
You're gonna do it, and you're gonna like it.
Did you subclass into a barbarian?
Oh, my friend!
Ah! Finally, the Worm Crusher!
It is good to see you again.
So a huge, towering Goliath woman tucks into the building and into the room below you. She is the tallest thing you've ever seen. How tall are you? Like 7.5 feet tall?
I am. I'm 7 foot 10 inches.
You asked about Amazon Prime. She is the prime Amazon.
So where are these degenerates that I'm supposed to be helping out?
Hi!
Oh, sweet mother of God.
This?
So these are your associates, Worm Crusher. I think you'll be able to help them.
You said that they were warriors.
They are?
You said they were fighting for a greater good.
They mostly are. Remember, with your oaths, is that you must deal with the smaller, insignificant evil to take on great evil. That is what makes us paladins.
You owe me for this one.
Yes. Indubitably.
In that case, I am Kori Gathakanathi.
That's quite a mouthful.
Yes, but you may call me Worm Crusher.
Worm Crusher is a legend.
I like that name. I think we shall be friends.
I shall forewarn you. He eats everything.
Yes, the people from my land knew of this ahead of time, and we already looked down on your people for it.
Oh. You made Leaky sad.
It doesn't
Speaking
take
of,
much.
this beer is not nearly as good as the stuff that I have back at home. The stuff that I would drink at home would knock you on your butt within one sip.
He's afraid to challenge that. More beer for the big woman!
Aha!
So the plan that he has discussed with them and that you're already kind of familiar with is that in the morning you guys are going to get on this boat, you're going to take the boat to Baldur's Gate, and from there you're going to lay a trap or in some way try to insinuate your way into the cultist wagons.
Will you fit on the boat?
Yes, she will fit on the boat.
Will you?
Well, yeah, I'm small.
I mean, are you going to roll off the edge under the railings?
I might.
Wait, we have a boot bolo. Tie one of the boot bolos around his one ankle and tie the other one to the railing of the boat. That way.
It's a boat. They have enough rope.
Hawser.
And you're used to being tied to trees, so we'll just tie you to the ship. You want to ride up front in the very front?
Sure.
This is going to be a long journey.
One of my goals in life is to torment this little thing, but he keeps me alive in combat.
My goal in life is to kill the dragon that burned down my city.
I will help you with that if we can get this one to not kill us all on the way there.
So, friends, Antar says, sitting back, and then he slaps his belly.
I can say yes.
Any questions to our plan?
You're getting on the boat.
Not once have I denied not getting on the boat.
Okay.
When do we leave?
Into
Tomorrow
the
morning.
morning.
I need to get my sword first. It's being fixed.
Fair enough.
'Twas broken. Oh, you still don't have
Worm
to
Crusher, do you remember Akin Celeban, the harbor in Baldur's Gate?
I seem to remember this.
He is going to be our contact. He will help you find one of the wagons to infiltrate.
Is he the one who only has 4 fingers on his right hand?
That is him.
Hmm.
It was a very tough fishing trip.
It was.
All right. You guys ready?
Alter what?
Akin Celeban.
It's quite the
Celeban
mouth.
girls go round me outside, round me outside.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is he related to Sam the Seashell Man?
No, Sam the Seashell Man is still trying to get his way into the city.
But you can hear the ocean! You can hear the ocean!
That's the worst NPC I've come up with yet.
I think there's something wrong with these ones.
No, Sam's a seashell man. He's a menace. He travels the roads trying to get into cities. Nobody wants his goddamn seashells. They don't let you hear the ocean. It's a lie. It's a 5 silver lie.
Bitch, he said it was 4.
Does he mark his prices up now?
And when you've been hit in the head as many times as I have, things get knocked loose.
Oh, be
Of course he'll
warned.
start talking to you.
Heights
Hmm?
and him, he likes to fall down things.
So when I want to torment him, I put him on my shoulders?
Yes.
I'm not afraid of heights. Just me and gravity don't get along.
I wonder if you guys could sneak into an R-rated movie with Leaky staff on top of Worm Crusher. How old are you, son? 42. Okay, so you guys are ready to rock and roll? Holding.
You're strong, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yes.
You have no offense, but you have nice, good, long arms. You could throw things very well.
I think so. Yes.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
They hired
Nobody throws the dwarf!
And that's a weird place to leave off for this particular night so we can advance the adventure. So in the morning...
Cannonball into combat.
In the morning when you wake up, you've got fresh gear waiting for you. You've got food and staple supplies, water, jerky.
Tight.
You've got all of your paladin gear has been freshly oiled, so you're ready to rock and roll. You've got... Well, you don't have any gear. You're mostly naked except for your kilt.
Pretty much.
There's a very small package of soap for you, though. And also there is a satin-wrapped package for Cezzaria at the bar that just says Tide on it.
I fiercely rip open the package.
You find a beautifully forged blade, except for the very fine, almost brassy tracks from where it was shattered. And when you pick it up, you immediately feel the call to battle. So it just vibrates in your hand, and you feel like you're ready for this new adventure. But if drawn was a pretty blade, this one is even better forged. And
I coddle it like a baby
silver,
and
like moonlight
proceed
in
to
your
walk
hand.
out. I need to bond.
Okay. It looks at you and says, Mama?
Yes, baby. Are we going to take some heads today?
Oh, yes. And I'm going to help you get there first. So, Antar Froome is smoking his pipe outside. He blows a circle of smoke. And he says, Are we ready?
Ready as we're gonna be.
Aye.
Get to the docks! So the docks of El Turel along the River Kyanth are very well kept. They're very organized with an almost military efficiency. Armed patrols move about regularly, taking up stances and then moving on, but it's always a different person because they're watching closely. Without a southern wall, they're concerned about safety, so they do watch like hawks. There's dozens of people, there's people from a half dozen species engaging in trade and labor. Even in the early morning, they get right to work. And there are 8 boats tied up that you see, but only one appears rigged and ready to go today. And that one has the name The Best Defense painted in white letters along its flank, and the prow head is carved to look like a gauntleted fist. It's a long ship, so there's also shields bedecking the sides, and a long plank that extends up to the main deck of the ship, where a gray-bearded, heavy man awaits. And he says, Get on! We've been waiting all bloody morning! You all right?
I board the ship.
There we go. All right.
You should
Anybody
leave
else?
that in there.
I probably will.
Just
immediately follow them. Get on. Anybody else boarding the ship, or are we just staring at the
I
very
board
angry...
the ship.
Okay.
It's
Instead of using the game plank, decide to run and then jump
Make an
onto the
athletics
ship.
check.
17.
You definitely flip onto the ship.
Show
And
off.
as I do, the water or the boat buckles just a little bit
Just a
under
little
me.
bit it bobs because you are a heavy individual. Okay, so
Are you calling her fat?
no, she's like solid 7.
Don't be jealous.
Almost 8 feet of muscle. So as soon as you're bored, they pull the plank. They were waiting for you, basically, and the oars go out. The drum beat starts up as they start to basically just pull their way out of port and beat up against the river's flow. And your first day is uneventful. It's just a kind of boring day for sitting on the river. Leaky finds out it's relatively pleasant, all things considered. But it's a great time to get to know one another's characters if there's anything that needs to be shared or explained.
So you two, how did you end up starting out on this adventure?
It's a long time ago.
It's only 3 months. What are you talking about?
With you, every minute seems like a day. And I pat Leaky.
I feel like I'm being condescended to.
Do you feel like a pet, maybe?
A little bit.
I'm trying to console your...
I'm surprised you two have made it along together as long as you have.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Very much so.
So, how are you in battle? What is your specialty?
Tank.
Yeah.
I stand back and shoot things. If they get close to me, I beat them.
But what do they say about you when you go into villages? What do they call you? What is your legacy?
He likes to kill people and rip them in half, and then proceed to eat them.
I love how I'm being spoken for.
You're much more entertaining. People know you more than they know me. Because you either frighten them, because they're afraid of being ripped in half.
There is a whole generation of children in Greenest who will never sleep another full night in their lives.
Anyway, we have yet to be properly introduced. I am Leaky, exile of the Golden Tur clan.
And I am Corey, Worm Crusher, known for crushing worms.
Okay.
I have traveled from faraway lands to find the dragon that burned down my village, and I cannot rest until that dragon has been vanquished.
Was it blue?
No, it was not.
Oh. Because if it was blue, I rode a blue dragon. Well, I crashed a blue dragon into the ground.
That is good. No dragon deserves to live.
It got away.
He tried. He almost died doing it, but he tried very hard.
I admire your valor in this way.
So I notice your Talisman of Tyr.
Yes. Tyr is who I fight for.
While I was in Elturel, I had a vision of Tyr while honoring the memory of my lover, who was a paladin of Tyr.
Then we are brothers in this way. Or siblings, I suppose. All are brothers in arms. But you and I share a common god.
But I do not understand the vision. He did not speak to me.
I think in our travels we will both learn much of our god.
Okay.
So you may have found somebody to help you answer the call.
I just realized I'm godless.
Oh, that was established a long time ago.
Then you are a heathen.
Fair point. Sometimes.
Although I do see you worshipping this sword of strange shape.
It was known as Drown from the water cult. We killed them a long ways back.
Is it still known as Drown?
No, it was broken. It had a curse on it. And the woman at the...
Janice Darkbane.
Janice Darkbane? At the Righteous Blade fixed it for me and took the curse off and turned it into Tide. So it's now a new enchanted weapon.
What is this enchantment?
It helps me to go first in battle.
Very nice. That is something that is honorable. Then the boat sways, and we all lurch to the left.
Leaky pukes in his mouth a little.
Leaky, over the side of the boat.
Why don't you, as the conversation winds down, you hear one of the oarsmen just under his breath going, "I'm on a boat, motherfucker." Someone yells, "Michael, knock that off." So the first day is otherwise pretty uneventful, but that first night that you're on the boat, as it's tied up overnight, you hear all of a sudden a bunch of men yelling at the top of their throats, and dark forms come flying over the edge. So right now the longship is docked on the shore, and everybody's basically asleep on the dock except for the watchman, who should probably be interrogated later on, as 12 bodies come flying over the sides of the ship, waving swords and brandishing torches. Roll for initiative.
So 23.
All right.
Leaky's got a 19.
All right, so the pirates rolled a whopping 13. So give me your initiative scores, please, and I will set these guys together.
23!
All right, Cezzaria is eager to test the tide.
I got a 19.
All right. And then Leaky, answering the call of battle again. And
Worm Crusher
Worm Crusher.
with a 9.
Oh, you had a 9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they rolled higher than you. So
Oh.
we got Pirate Bill. We got Pirate Pete.
Pirate Phil!
We have Pirate Pete's cousin, Pirate Phil. We've got Jack.
And Pato.
We've got Pato. We've got Hogsbeard.
Marcus.
Marcus, but spelled with a Q.
Marquise.
Landlubber.
Lover.
Sally.
Gotta have a mic. Pretty much every encounter we've had a mic.
We have had a Mike.
Caleb.
Caleb. Somehow spelled with a V at the end.
Flower.
Flower's our last one. Pirate Flower it is. Okay, we've got our 12 pirates that I don't know how I'm going to work all those. And we've got, then at the end, Worm Crusher. Whose name is somehow larger than the others, too. Okay, Cezzaria, you have all sorts of crazy rules that happen when you attack before anybody else has.
I know.
So,
You attack with a fistful of die.
Because I get to do the sneak attack, right?
You get to act like you have a sneak attack automatically. But they're not surprised, so you don't get the automatic crit. Careful not to sink the boat.
It's Leaky's job.
Alright, so 24 should be enough to hit one of the pirates?
Yes, it's enough to hit Pirate Bill.
Alright, 17 damage.
17. Good God.
And that was with low rolls.
You did a lot. 17, okay. You didn't kill him, but you definitely stunned him. He didn't think there'd be that kind of resistance. Okay.
Tide is just not warmed up to battle yet.
I mean, you did 17 in a single first blow. All right.
Tide is not warmed up to battle.
Pirate Bill and Pirate Pete are going to attack Cezzaria.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry, Leaky. I looked right over your name. I'll cross you off my list.
Leaky is going to rage.
Fair enough. Do you know how your oaths work? Or your smites?
The one I have, yeah.
That would be hilarious. Time to smite someone.
On the boat? Won't that set the boat on fire?
No, it's radiant damage. Not fire damage.
Do you know more than one smite?
Leaky is going to attack Pirate Pete.
Pirate Pete it is.
15.
Good lord.
17 damage.
Wow.
Good lord.
That's what happens when you roll a d12 for your damage.
No, I was looking at all the different things you have.
Yeah, I have quite a few.
Well, some of those he doesn't actually have on him anymore.
Just the first two.
Just the first, yeah.
For now.
Oh, and didn't the banjo boat break?
No.
No, his bow broke.
His bow broke.
Right. Careful with the throws there.
Stop hitting the edges.
11.
Hit.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
9 damage.
You're hitting Pete again?
Yep.
All right. So he's at 28 damage. Good lord. You guys hit really hard. That knocks him clean on his rear end. And then that makes it the pirate's turn. Pirate Bill is going to attack Cezzaria, and so is Pirate Pete. Actually, Pirate Pete's going to attack you, because that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Pirate Bill's going after Cezzaria. They get a multi-attack, but since he's not attacking with Pete like he had originally planned, because Pete is now semi-conscious on the ground, he doesn't get his pack tactics. But he does make a melee attack with his mace. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20.
Jesus.
So he does 3 damage, plus 5 damage, plus 2, which is 11.
10.
Pete and Phil are attacking you, and they've got advantage.
Okay.
So,
They can try.
18 on the first one, and he does 4 damage on his first attack.
18 plus what?
Oh, 18 plus 4 is 22.
That's a hit.
Yeah, sorry.
How much damage?
2 damage because you're raging. He gets 2 attacks he's making against you. The second one is a 22, and he does 2 damage again. Maces are not very effective against you.
No, not so much.
Okay. Pirate Jack and Pirate Pato are going to attack you, Worm Crusher. So
let them try.
Yeah, they have advantage and they've got multi-attack. The higher one does 19. Okay, and he hits for 7 damage. And he swings again because he's got it. He hits you again for 8.
Okay.
And Pete, no, who's down below? Pato.
Pato the pig.
Yep, Pato's going to swing at you. I've hit with almost everything this time. Oh, there's a miss. Okay. And then that one's 19 at the highest.
Yep.
Does 7 damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, that was a lot. Okay, the other ones are going to go after the crew members.
Okay.
So all hell breaks loose. And the oarmen and the oarmaster and Captain Angrybeard start running all over the place, trying to defend themselves. So we're not going to simulate all that because that would be crazy. That makes it your turn.
Okay. There's a couple of my things that I'm not 100% sure how to use yet.
Okay.
Such as, is this every time I get a hit because I have an extra attack, or is it just once?
When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend 1 spell slot to deal radiant damage. Just says when you hit.
Okay. And I have some spell slots. So I'm going to do it for this one. So I'm going to take my Warhammer and I'm going to start swinging at some peoples.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need?
I got it. I'm good. Should I just swing both of them at once? Both
Swing
attacks?
1 attack at a time.
One attack,
That way we
okay.
can track it.
Alright, for my first attack, I have 17.
That's a hit.
And I'm doing 8 damage.
Are you hitting Jack or Pato?
I'm sorry. I'm going to hit Jack.
Okay. Did you do, you added your modifier to that?
Yes.
You added your strength modifier to that roll?
1d8 bludgeoning plus your 9 for strength.
So,
Wait,
5
no.
plus
Plus
5.
5 for strength. I was
Okay,
gonna say.
so it'll be 13.
13 damage. Okay. So, Pirate Jack takes 13 damage from the Warhammer blow. Are you doing anything else with your smiting or anything like that?
I have one more swing, and then I'm going to also roll for my spell slot for the next
Okay.
one. Oh, critical
Yeah,
fail.
re-roll that. That's up
That's
in the corner.
Okay. So that would bring me to 16.
Okay, that's a hit.
And then I hit for 12. And I'm going to also expend a spell slot to
Okay.
do radiant damage. So I get one
Okay.
more d8 roll.
So 12 damage plus, and it's just the damage from the dice.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
So 14. That brings him to 27 damage. And Pirate Jack is also knocked against the railing. Then we're going to rotate the turn back up to Cezzaria.
All right.
The weeping begins.
Why are we weeping?
Oh, because they're about to die.
Is he within? No,
He's
I
about
can't.
10, 15 feet from you. He's on the other side of the boat.
Okay.
I am nowhere near Pirate Bill.
You don't need your d6 right now, do you?
He's engaging Pete and Phil.
So only 3 dice this time. 15? Enough to hit?
Yeah.
14. Yes, 14 damage.
14 damage? Okay. That brings him up to
I can't math today.
31. And he yells, "Avast, ye lubber." And Lubber on the other side of the ship goes, "What?"
What?
Okay.
Does that make it Leaky's
So that
turn?
makes it Leaky's turn.
Alright. Leaky's going after Pirate Pete.
Oh, boy.
Natural
Oh,
20.
boy.
So, 6,
Okay. Oh,
16, 21, 23 damage.
So you've doubled his actual health. You lapped him. So we're just gonna say, actually, do you want to narrate what you've done to him? 'Cause he's gone.
I've cleaved him in half and sprayed his blood all over Pirate Phil.
Pirate Phil is horrified by this because he's never seen this happen to a human being before.
And I have another attack.
And you have another attack.
Can I roll with advantage? As Pirate Phil...
Yes, I would say after lapping that enemy, yes. Phil is not capable of defending himself appropriately because his... Well, if we're going to be frank, his favorite cook's blood has been sprayed all over him.
That wasn't Frank, that was Pete.
Just roll. Just roll. I'm not going to encourage you, you animal. Hit.
Yep. For 9, 14, 16 damage.
All right. Pirate Phil has, he feels the pain. Bill's going to attack Cezzaria. He's got a multi-attack. And he doesn't have the benefit of pack tactics, so he's just using his mace. Ooh, that's a D8. There we go. 4 misses you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to take another swing at you for 12? Yeah,
Nope.
plus 4. No, okay. All right, he misses you. Might have something to do with the fact that he's darn near dead. Then Phil is going to swing at...
Can I use a bonus action at any time?
No, only on your turn. Bill is going to swing at Leaky as Hogsbeard comes running up this turn, but not quite enough to use his pack tactics. So, that one misses. Not even close.
No. Critical fail.
Critical fails. He slips and falls. Bummer. Sorry
he
there,
is-
Pirate Phil.
He's
So
prone.
he is prone in front of me, correct?
Oh, yeah. Next one is swinging at Worm Crusher, and he hits. 21 hits you, right?
Yes.
It's for 7 damage.
I'm actually going to use this point to, I can once per long rest roll 1d12 as a reaction to reduce damage, so I'm going to do that now.
Okay.
So it'll knock down how much he actually does on me.
Cornered.
11. So how much did he swing for?
7.
7? Okay. So
You just mitigated all that damage.
I mitigate the damage then.
All right. And then that makes it Pirate Pato's turn. Pirate Pato swings and whiffs because your armor class. What is your armor class for reference?
16.
Okay, whiffs. And that one hits you, but it does 10 damage.
Darn it. Should have saved that other one.
Yeah, I was surprised you did it for something so low.
Well, I only get up to 12, so.
All right. Okay. The other ones, except for Hogsbeard, who's moving up to take Pirate Pete's well, no one can truly fill the boots of Pirate Pete, but he's going to do his darndest. That turns it and makes it Worm Crusher's turn, because the other ones are causing havoc as some of the oarsmen go jumping overboard trying to get away.
So I'm going to start by... which one is closest to me at this moment?
At this point, Pirate Jack and Pirate Pato are both on top of you.
Okay, I'm going to go for Pirate Jack. I just can't swing at Pirate Pato. I hope you know this. I'm going to start by doing my Vow of Enmity, which gives me a bonus action, or is a bonus action, and it allows me to utter a vow against a creature I see, and I gain advantage on attack rolls.
All right, you need to utter the vow. What is the vow?
You dead.
Good lord, that was to the point.
That was very to the point.
I'm a Goliath. We aren't one to mince words.
True.
Even Leaky's a little terrified by that.
Everyone poos just a little.
On the poop deck.
On the poop deck,
On the
indeed.
poop deck. So I'll do mine separately. So I'm going to swing my 2 rolls because I have the bonus attack. And if it's a roll on attack, is it on the d20 or is it on my damage die?
It's on the
Advantage?
Hold
Yeah,
on. I'm not following exactly what the Vow of Enmity does.
So as a bonus action, you can utter a vow of enmity against a creature you can see within 10 feet of you. Using your channel divinity, you gain advantage on attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious.
Attack is d20.
Okay.
Yes.
So
It's a hit.
hit. I only hit for 6 for the first one, and then for my second attack,
Okay. You hit him pretty hard. That's it. Oh, natural 20.
so 4 plus 6 plus 5, so 15.
Killed him. Bye,
Goodbye,
Pirate
Jack.
Jack.
Schlongaful.
Schlongaful. All right. Pirate Pato stands by, wondering when it's his turn.
I'll have to clip his nails eventually, but now is not that day.
Okay. Do you have just a 1 attack or 2?
I did my 2.
Oh,
She
that
did
was
do
2.
two.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought the bonus attack was factored in as a 3rd. All right, Cezzaria, your turn to wreak havoc. So you've got Pirate Bill has very little HP left. He's bleeding out in front of you. He's barely on his feet. And then you've got all these other ones that might be good for the picking.
I'm going to finish off Bill.
Fair.
Completely hit him.
Bill's dead. Bill had 1 hit point left.
Okay.
Do you want to narrate what you just did to him?
I walked up, and I was like, looks like a good day to test Tide, and just decided to trace his jugular with the tip of Tide.
Good lord, that is a deft weapon.
Would you say that you turn the tides with Tide?
Oh, Christ.
Oh, God.
Get it!
Maybe.
Leaky, your turn.
Be careful of the...
Pirate Phil is prone in front of me, correct?
Pirate Phil is on the deck, begging for his life.
No.
The begging falls upon
Please don't!
The begging falls upon deaf ears.
I have little pirate children to feed.
No
Oh,
one
God.
cares.
Those ears are permanently deafened.
Dead?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Those little pirate children will never be fed now. Really, it's his collection of seagulls. His flock of seagulls.
Or is it seashells? Is this seashell Sam in
No,
disguise?
it is not. This is not his double life. It is, however, his lost half-brother.
Well, he's lost forever now.
Yup.
Hermit Crab Phil, darn it. All right.
I've got Hogsbeard on.
You have Hogsbeard. He moved to you, so he's within your range now. You can take a step up to him.
Okay. I take a step. 12
That's a hit.
for
That's a 1.
8 damage.
He yells "Arg" for 8. You said.
Yep.
All right. And we're on turn 5-ish
Okay.
for the purposes of rage counters. Okay. That makes it
What do you
Pirate Pato's turn, and Pirate Pato is going to try to hit you with his mace. He no longer has advantage.
Excuse me.
So 8 plus 4 is 12. Is a failure.
Yeah.
And the second one is a 15, so that's a 19 total, and he does 6 damage with his mace. All right, and Hogsbeard is going to attack Leaky,
Okay.
and he thought he was going to have advantage, but well,
Alas.
Phil has been deafened, so why pretend? All right, and then the other ones continue to cause mayhem. You hear the captain screaming and begging for his life, and that makes it Worm Crusher's turn.
All right. I yell my vow of enmity to the next person, And this time I just mimic their head being ripped off after I point at you. And that you is going to be... Who's my second person who is on me? Other than Pato.
Oh, I mean, you could grab any of them.
Okay.
I guess you're big enough, you probably just step across and grab anyone.
I'm going to grab Caleb because his name is spelled awfully.
Hey.
Who puts a V in Caleb? Seriously. Caleb, for your name, you deserve to die.
Hit. Oh, God, natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, so 3 and 7, so 10 plus 5, so 15. On the first swing.
You get advantage on all your swings, or is that just because of the vow of enmity?
It's because of the vow.
Oh.
Which, as far as I can tell, I can do nonstop. And then on the second one, I had a 19. I can re-roll 1 and 2s because of my class.
Okay, you hit him for how much damage?
11 for the second one.
And you're hitting Caleb?
Caleb.
11.
Because of his name.
26 damage total, okay. All right.
We're
Caleb doesn't understand what he did to you and why you would punish him for what his parents did to him. And that makes it Cezaria's turn. And Cezzaria no longer has anybody near her. All of the people are engaged with others and with her allies. So I believe that gives you some benefits, bonuses.
However, the captain is screaming for his life. You might want to figure out why. We can't go anywhere without a captain.
How far away is the captain?
He's about 20 feet away through the scrum, but nobody's looking at you. So you
Can I see?
You can see that there are like 2 or 3 pirates on him. Mike, Sally, and Flower are all converged on the captain. He's battling for his very life.
You can't have that sneak attack because the captain is technically an ally, correct?
Flower's gonna die.
Are you sneaking over there, or are you just charging?
I'm crossbowing.
Critical fail hits the captain.
I'm gonna pull a Leaky because I don't want to kill the captain. So I will charge over and hit Flower. 16 enough to hit?
16 is enough to hit, yeah.
3, 6,
You could have
12.
been Captain Leaky. Of the leaky tub.
Oh, God.
21.
My God.
And I use
Flower didn't expect that.
and I use my bonus action to sneak because there's 3 of them. Or try to, anyway. So 10.
Is not enough to sneak. It's
Okay.
below their passive perception.
All right.
He doesn't need eyebrows. He wears the hat low to hide the fact that he was born without them. Leaky, your turn.
My turn? All right.
Dice!
Are there any more?
Hogsbeard.
Hogsbeard is still on me. All right. Is that a 1?
Here,
Yep.
look, I can
Yeah.
step over
Critical
people.
fail.
You slip and fall, my friend.
And lose my second attack?
Yeah.
Oh.
You slipped in the blood.
The blood you were so zealous about.
Leaky's like, well, I'm down here. Might as well clean up. Bleh.
Leaky does not clean in the midst of battle.
Travis.
I was drawing Hogsbeard.
It's Hogsbeard's
It's Hogsbeard's turn.
Oh, it's Hogsbeard's turn.
Actually, it's Pato's turn.
Oh, okay. Well, Pato hits Worm Crusher for another 6 damage.
These are getting dire.
Well.
And then it's Hogsbeard's
She's
turn.
at 21. I'm at 28.
Also, Marcus comes to back him up.
You
Nope,
have
never mind.
85.
He doesn't get the backup. He's going to attack you, and
Above us.
Marcus is going to move to attack you, too.
Don't you have like a...
Hogsbeard misses you. Marcus is attacking you now.
Okay.
18, not enough to hit you. That makes it Worm Crusher's turn.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to... Who's left in near me? Actually, I need to go help whoever is attacking Cezzaria
If you move away from Pirate
I'll be
Pato,
okay
he's going to take
for
an
right
attack of
now.
opportunity against you.
Fine, I'm going to have to finally clip Pirate Pato's nails.
Goodbye, Pirate Pato.
Schlongeful.
Also, you're no longer attacking Caleb?
Oh, is Caleb still
They were
alive?
they were near you.
Okay, so I'll attack Caleb first, and maybe with my second attack, I'll hit Pato.
Okay.
So for the first one, I only have a 13.
11 is your armor class, so you hit.
Okay. And that one hits for 10 for Caleb.
Caleb passes to the afterlife, where hopefully he gets to re-roll his name.
And then I'm going to have to swing at Pirate Pato.
Yep.
Don't forget to make your oath.
And then I pointed him, and I said, this time I just do the nice line across the neck.
As a giant cat humanoid, he doesn't understand.
He tilts
That's
his head
the real
slightly.
crime here.
And, Meow.
It's a hit.
It's a hit, and I swing for 12.
Okay. I'm going to be merciful. Your blow is strong enough that you fling him right off the edge of the ship,
Oh,
dumping him in the
he
water.
hates the water.
Does he hate the water, or does he hate the fiery pits of hell more?
It's warm. It would be
It's
toasty.
dead.
It'd be toasty time for
Oh.
Pirate Pato.
I don't remember who made the Pato suggestion, but we've all
It was
made...
you.
Was it me? I am the
It
alternate.
might have been me.
All right. So Pirate Pato is incapacitated. How's that? Can we be done with the Pirate Pato thing?
Yep.
All right, that way we can move on. That does make it Cezaria's turn.
It's Hogsbeard's turn.
Hogsbeard already went.
No.
We went down. She just attacked Pirate Pato.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's Cezaria's turn.
All right.
So Cezzaria is now peppering people in the back with arrows.
No,
No.
she attacked with Tide.
Oh,
She's
was
using
it Tide?
Tide.
Oh,
She didn't want to critically fail and hit the captain.
gotcha. That's tactical. That seems reasonable.
Captain's still my ally, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye, flower.
Oh my god.
That's a hit.
1, 2, 3.
10,
I'm not counting.
13.
I can already see 11 points. Flower has lost its petals.
It makes it
I
Leaky's
took
turn.
Drown and decided to carve a little flower in his face. And then threw him overboard.
It's not Drown anymore, it's Tide.
Bite me. I'll get
As a
over it.
half-orc, Flower made a huge splash in the water as he rolls in. So, Leaky, it's your turn. You've got Hogsbeard and Marcus are right next to you now.
Alright, I'm going after Hogsbeard.
Hit. Oh, boy.
For
8 plus
15 damage.
23 total.
Hogsbeard again. Dead.
Wow. Yeah. Goodbye, Hogsbeard.
Do you just one-hit Hogsbeard?
No, it's a couple hits,
There were
but
a
I just
couple
rolled
hits.
a 12 on my
Yeah.
damage die.
Oh,
and
good
I get
lord.
+7 right now because I'm raging.
That makes it Marcus's turn. Right?
Yep.
Is he scared?
Marcus starts yelling, retreat. We didn't know what we've done, men. It's not worth it anymore. Hogsbeard has fallen. And he's going to peel away from you and take the attack of opportunity against him as he tries to jump out over the edge.
Okay. That's a 20, not natural.
Yeah, that's a hit.
For 19 damage.
Wow. Okay, it's not enough to kill him.
But he took a mighty gash on the way down.
Oh, he did. I hope that water is clean. As he goes splashing over, Lubber also jumps over the side, and Sally Sally takes an attack of opportunity from the captain and jumps over the side. But Mike is determined. He's fated to be here. That makes it your turn.
All right, so is Mike the only one left?
Mike is the last pirate standing.
All right, Mike.
Poor Mike.
Poor Mike.
And I turn and I grin at him. A most terrifying grin, for dental hygiene in my land is not as important as it is in this land. Although,
That's
judging by
something.
my people I'm traveling with, I question how big of a deal it is here as well.
He doesn't have teeth. He borrows them.
So I'm going to swing. I'm going to do my vow, and then this time I yell out loudly, "Mike!" and I dash towards him.
You have fun editing this episode. Because Lindsey is louder than you expected.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I will quiet down. Where'd my D20 go, though? You took it. And you took that. Alright, so swing one. My higher one hits with a
That's a hit.
22 for 8 damage.
Oh. Just deal with it.
And then my second one... Ooh, might not hit. 12?
Hit.
Okay.
Cold.
How much did you do on the
bit.
last one?
8 damage on the last one.
Okay.
And on this one I did 10.
So he's at 18.
Mhm.
Okay. That hurt him.
And for giggles, why don't we do a radiant damage one as well?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Are you just going to kick him into the water with his buddies?
I'm just gonna let him spread eagle fly out into the water with his
watch
buddies.
your
All right.
4.
All right. So Lindsey just basically clubbed one of them out into the water as hard as she could, clearing the boat. But you see that several of the oarsmen are dead. The captain is pretty grievously wounded, and the oar master lost a hand. So it was a pretty dire battle for them, but you managed to kill off a bunch of them. So let's quickly gather experience, and then we'll move on this magical boat journey. On the best defense.
Daffy's home.
Woo!
the dog that was missing.
Oh. I thought his name was Sissy.
Daphne.
I'm confused. You have too many animals.
Anyway, let's divvy up experience.
Yep.
Also, Jen, where is your experience at now? Because I was going to base mine off of yours.
Other way. 27155.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to boost it just slightly
need
so
me
we can
to
get a
touch
nice
you?
even number. So we're going to call it 600 per person.
Okay.
And a quick study of their gear tells you that these pirates were not only ill-informed of exactly how hard it would be to take the best defense, but they were pretty poorly equipped as well. The weapons are really shoddy.
Well, they weren't expecting us.
No, they were not expecting armed adventurers.
Do you need heels?
It's a boat.
It depends if we're going
Those
to.
are not a good choice of footwear.
Are we doing a long rest?
She might be able to use a stiletto to stab people, but
No, I meant...
I know.
Okay.
I'm being a goof.
Are we
Do you need me to touch you?
That depends. Are we going to be able to long rest for the rest of the
Yeah,
night?
you'll have time to long rest.
Okay, then no, I should be okay. Thank you.
You can touch yourself, though.
Well, if we're going to be able to long rest, there's no reason to waste the spell slots.
There's never any reason to. It's a choice you make.
It's perfectly natural. Oh, so are you guys level 7 then?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Are
I'm
you-
gonna have to level it up.
Okay, that's fine. We're matching her to you.
I'll do it later.
Okay.
All right, my
Ugh.
foot's getting hot. Okay, so if that's it, if there's no other questions, we've tallied the experience. You defended the boat. The captain is very grateful, although he's in dire need of medical attention. So they're able to bring the boat up into Baldur's Gate despite the lowered ore count. It takes a little longer. You come in on the third day, at the end of the third day. At Baldur's Gate, you unload on a busy and overcrowded dock. It's the evening, so trade is winding down. There's not guards. There's no organization the way that there was at Elturel. And you can tell that this is a cramped, busy, huge city. And it's immediately looming and unwelcome. Do you want to go quickly find Akron, your contact?
Oh, yes.
Who is at the docks? You remember from previous experience coming through Baldur's Gate where Akron is.
Mm-hmm.
So you lead Leaky and Cezzaria, Worm Crusher, to Akron, who looks at you with enormous relief because you're late. He's like, I was afraid something happened on the water. I'm glad you got here in one piece. Did you have a good trip?
Oh, we had a bit of fun on the way.
Thank you for listening to Canon Fodder Diecast episode 9. Ready Player 3. Where we introduce Lindsey.
Playing
Corey Gothakanathi.
Gothakanathi, the Worm Crusher. She's a paladin addition to the team. So hope you enjoyed listening.
Check us out on Twitter at Canon Fodder Pod.
CANON.
I have been Kyle Newcomb, playing Leaky, Exile of the Golden Tur Clan.
I'm Jen. I play Cezzaria, the rogue who now, instead of drown, has tide.
And I am Lindsey, and I am playing Corey Worm Crusher.
I am, and continue to be, in most realities, Travis, the malignant god of dice. The Canon Fodder Diecast is produced and edited by Travis Knight. Intro and outro music is composed by Kevin MacLeod and used within the Creative Commons rights. The Diecast is intended for entertainment purposes only. Follow us on Twitter at Canon Fodder Pod for more show news, game updates, and character antics. If you enjoyed the show, please go leave us a review. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.